Hey, how's it going? It's Friday. Isn't that great? It's wonderful. Of course, I say that because I have Saturday and Sunday off. But you know what? I earned it. I earned that right. You know, I've put in a great number of years, and for the first 4 or 5 years, I used to work on the weekends. Not the whole weekend. If I worked Saturday, I had Sunday off. Or if I worked Sunday, I'd have Saturdays off. But I used to do that. And I put in my time doing that, and eventually put in enough time to where I said, I'd like to have weekends off. And I have ever since. Mainly because, of course, back then I wasn't necessarily old. We're talking like 25 years ago, so kind of do the math. I was in like my early 20s back then. So I wasn't really old, but the fact is, they still had 16, 17, 18-year-olds, even 19-year-olds that could work on the weekends because they didn't have school, so forth and so on. So, after I put in my time, that's what I wanted, and, I'm blessed that I can have weekends off because it's the only time I really have to get stuff done around the house. And there's always no shortage of shit to do around the house. Not just only projects that I'm constantly working on, but just, the rudimentary, single bachelor type things that I got to take care of, like laundry and doing the dishes and vacuuming because my damn dog sheds like crazy. You'd think he'd help a little bit. He don't. He don't do a damn thing. Although he is really good about getting every one of his toys out when I'm trying to vacuum so that I can, try to trip and injure myself. He's good about that. But, to be honest with you, I joke about it, and it is kind of a pain, but I wouldn't change it. I love the little guy. That's what I come home to every day. And unfortunately, I'm starting to realize that, not to be on like a somber or down note here, but over the last month or so, I've noticed he's starting to have a little bit more trouble with. It's been a few months to where he's actually, since he's tried to like jump up on the bed or jump up into the theater seating. And I think he's probably got a little bit of arthritis. And unfortunately, I think he's starting to show, as a lot of Cocker Spaniels do, what they call hip dysplasia, which is basically, from what I understand after reading about it, it's kind of where like the ball joint of the hip gets kind of rounded off to where it doesn't fit in the socket the way it's supposed to. And it's basically because the cartilage and the stuff in the joint breaks down as they get older. From what I understand, it's not, unless he gets to the point where he's like in constant pain, it's not an absolute big deal. It's something that can be taken care of with him just taking it easy, which he does a lot. When I'm at work, my guess is he pretty much just lays around and sleeps all day. Or I'm hoping to maybe get him to the vet here soon, and maybe they can give some medication or something to help him out. Because a lot of times it's not even noticeable, but obviously if he wants to get up on the bed or chairs, I have to like cradle him and lift him up. And once in a while, when he moves the wrong way, he whimpers a little bit, which, if you do the math, he's getting ready to turn 10 in June. So if you do the dog to human conversion, which is supposedly 7 to 1. So for every one of his years is equal to 7 human years. So he's basically getting ready to turn 70. I hope I'm pretty good. I think I will be, still fairly healthy. Longevity runs in my family. But I would guess, when I get to be 70, regardless of the shape I'm in, there's going to be times when, things kind of creak and my joints might get a little stiff, and You know, it's one of those things. I mean, I even notice it now every once in a while. You know, if I get down to pick something up, you know, I've got to kind of take a deep breath when I go to come back up because it's not as easy as it used to be. But I'm hoping, like I said, hopefully I can get him into the vet and maybe, you know, just get him some medication or something to take to help him out that little bit, and hopefully he's still going to be around for another, you know, year or 2 years. But you know, we'll wait and see. Keep our fingers crossed. All right, now we got all that out of the way. I've rambled off already. I'm here. This is the first box I've ever gotten from this company. I heard about it through a friend at work. Eric had mentioned it. I'd actually never heard of the company before. I think I've actually on YouTube, I may have seen people post about it, but it didn't really click because I didn't recognize it, so I didn't bother, you know, really watching it. But it's a company called Chalice Collectibles, and they do a lot of mystery boxes for Funko Pops. And I really didn't have the money, and Eric was debating whether he was going to get one, and I was thinking about it. I was like, well, I don't have the money, and I thought, you know what? Why not? What the hell? I was like, I can make up for, because it wasn't outrageously expensive. It was, I want to say like $45 or $49, something like that, and then with shipping, it was like $65. So you know what? I can make up for it. You know, I got all my bills paid. It hasn't cost, you know, this isn't causing me to come up short on anything. So I went ahead and did it. Again, as with most mystery boxes, obviously there's Funko Pops in here, and they did have a picture of some of the ones you could get, in particular some of the what they might refer to as grails, or, you know, vaulted ones or exclusives. Most of them look pretty cool, and it's supposed to have, I think, a guarantee of 2 of those types. I'm sure one is probably more towards the like grail type of things, and then the other one is probably more just like, you know, it's still a little more valuable than your common Pops, but not, you know, one's probably outweighs the other one. But I did remember to bring my phone up here with me, so as I go through them, or once I get them all out, then I can actually check them out on Pop Price Guide, and while I'm adding them to my account on there, or my collection, we can kind of see, you know, what their trending value is. Although trending value is great, but overall, I'd have to say most Pops I get, regardless of what it is, if it's one I don't have, I'm going to keep it. Now, if I get one that I already have, then obviously I'll sell it. But I mean, there's always a chance. I mean, I do have quite a few, so there's always a chance that I could get one that I already have. But I'm thinking there's probably a better chance that I won't have any of these. But we'll find out. We'll find out together. Get out the carpenter's tool here. Good old X-Acto knife. Just tape that, and then very carefully. Yep. Alright. Oh, they have a box inside of a box, which I should have known that, because one guy I do follow on or watch on YouTube goes by Franchise Kicks. He also goes by like the Funko Bad Boy. He does really cool videos. He seems like a pretty cool guy. He got a number of them from this place, and they said, you know, they always reuse the standard Funko boxes to package them in. And this was, looks like originally there were 6 Pops in this box from Pop Games First Light Season S1, so I'm guessing that's season 1, maybe. Maybe not. No. All right, so let's see. Most likely they have 2 of them in here that have like pop protectors on them. Can't really tell which is which. Okay, this one doesn't. So we'll pull this one out first. Alright. Okay. So the first one we got is Dreamland Dumbo. Number 512. The box looks to be in really good condition. Trying to see. I'm assuming this is like a fairly new pop. Maybe for the recent live-action Dumbo movie. I was hoping it doesn't actually have a sticker on the bottom of it. I mean, a lot of times they have that little sticker on the bottom that shows like when it came out. I don't know. Anyhow, there we go. So that's the first one. Pretty cool. One I don't have. Alright, next. Alright, this one don't have a protector on it, so we'll pull this one out. Never heard of this. Ever. Ever. Tokyo. I'm sure there's some people on here who probably know what this is. It's a pop television. It's La Casa de Papel. It's like some chick with a machine gun. I think Eric actually, he posted a picture of the ones he got, and he actually got a pop from that same series. I don't think it was the same one. I think he got Berlin. I think is the one that he got. I have no idea what that is. I'll have to try to look around and maybe see, check that out. I'm gonna guess maybe it's like an animated, or maybe not. I don't know. I have a fucking clue. Never heard of it before. Alright, next. Okay, that definitely feels like it has a protector on it. Right, this one doesn't. So I'll pull this out. Actually, one of the videos I just watched, I think it was from the Franchise Kicks. He actually got this one in one of his. So I actually haven't played this game. I know people go kind of nuts over it, but I'll have to admit this is a pretty wicked looking pop. But it's from Fortnite, and it's Ragnarok. That is a pretty wicked looking character though, man. The box looks to be in pretty good condition. Looks like it's may have gotten a little bit of pressure on it at one time right here. This corner kind of bows out just a little bit, but acceptable. All right. So far, it's not any that I don't have them already. So. All right. Next. We got. I think Eric got one of these too, but I think his was a little bit bigger box than this. I've never heard of this either. Pusheen. Hmm. Looks like it's a cat, maybe. I don't know what it is. I mean, it's kind of a simple looking pop. I mean, there's not a whole lot to it. But, I mean, I guess that probably comes from, like, the actual character is probably a fairly simple, like, cartoon or whatever. So. Alright, whatever. Alright. So now we got the two that are in soft protectors. And we'll just pull out this one first. Nice. Nice. This will have to make room over here in my horror area for this. But here we have Bride of Chucky, the Tiffany Chase Funko Pop. So, not sure what the difference. Sometimes you can tell by the picture of what the main difference between just the common one and the Chase is. Well, it looks like maybe her hair is different on the top. It almost looks like it has like gray or something in the middle of it. Or maybe it's supposed to be like that. I don't know. Not sure what. I'll have to look and see what the difference is. But that's pretty cool. Alright. And the last one out of my Chalice Collectibles mystery box is a Dragon Ball Z. I don't watch Dragon Ball Z on like a regular basis. I have watched it before. But this is the Toy Tokyo New York Comic-Con 2018 limited edition Super Saiyan Vegeta, and it's the blue chrome. So that's pretty neat looking. So there we go. Those are the 6 pops I got. So let's see what their value is. Add them to my collection on Pop Price Guide. I started using, I actually put Stashpedia on here, and I started putting them into Stashpedia so I could kind of do because there is some difference in value between those two things. I've noticed Stashpedia tends to list them a little bit higher, which necessarily isn't a good thing if it's not as accurate. So I don't know which is more accurate, but I thought, well, if I have both of them, I can always look and kind of get, take kind of the median between the two to get a rough idea of what the value is. But then I just heard that Stashpedia is kind of being kind of like going away in some manner or something, because Funko is like bringing out their own app for tracking and collecting pops. So I kind of stopped adding them to Stashpedia because what's the point if it's just going to be erased? So for now, we will use Pop Price Guide. Oh shit. If I can get my phone to cooperate. Alright, here we go. Well, while we're waiting, how's everybody doing? Yeah? Are you enjoying the weather? I thought we were supposed to get snow today. It hasn't done squat. I'm one of these people, if it's going to be cold, I'd rather we just have snow. You know, at least it makes it worthwhile if it's going to be cold. But no, we didn't get... We got like a little bit of flurries, and that was it. Not even enough to even like do anything on the grass. So, alright. Let's see, it looks like I'm already logged in. So, let's search the first one. We will look up Dreamland Dumbo first. Oh, I hate freaking autocorrect. Dreamland Auto. Okay. Dreamland. First, it tried to do Dreamland Auto. And then when I went to go back and try to do Dreamland, and then it changed it to Greenland. It's like, just let me type what I'm typing. If I make a mistake, then I'll own it. Don't you hate it? You actually make more mistakes trying to type stuff in because of autocorrect than you would normally. Whoever thought of autocorrect was a frickin' moron. Alright, come on. Waiting. 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 Alright, finally. Okay, let's see, number 512, right? Yep, it's just literally just came out this year. So I wouldn't expect it to have, you know, a whole lot of value or more than like around the retail price. And it is right now, the Dreamland Dumbo is trending at about $9. So, it's not bad. Yeah. That'll be one that may eventually start going up. Okay, let's see this Pusheen. Whatever the hell that is. So if anybody, you know, I mean, obviously, I can look it up myself, but you know, if somebody wants to just comment and give me a rough idea of what the Pusheen is, I mean, is it for a cartoon or a game or what? Anime maybe. You just comment and let me know. That way I don't have to bother looking it up. Network must be running slow today. Actually, I don't even think I have it on Wi-Fi right now. No, I don't. I guess I could switch to Wi-Fi, see if that does any better. Alright. Okay. Vinyl Pop Pushing. Are you shitting me? Number 16? Yeah. Holy sh... Wow. Wasn't expecting that. Yeah, that Pusheen. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it or not. Probably not. Yeah. $20 is what it's trending at right now. Okay. Well, that's pretty good. So right now we're at $29. Alright, now let's look up Tokyo. Yes, that's how I want to spell it, with an I. Autocorrect. I do know how to spell. That's how it's spelled on the box. Alright, so right now we're not doing too bad. You know, we've almost made just under half in just those two pops. So, alright, so there's the Tokyo Masked. Here's Tokyo Unmasked. 741. Yep. Alright, now that one is currently going for about $9. So we're at $38. Alright, now Ragnarok. We'll look up all the common ones first, and then we'll look up the Chase and the Toy Tokyo exclusives. I'm hoping sometime over the weekend I'm going to start cataloging and moving my Hot Wheels into the other room so that I can get a couple of shelves in here and actually better organize my Pops. Alright, of course Ragnarok brought up a whole crap load of different ones, mainly for the Marvel Thor Ragnarok movie. So we'll have to scroll until we get to the Fortnite one. Alright, wasn't on the first page. You know, the cool thing, if you've never been on Pop Price Guide, one of the cool things it has is like for every Pop, and it doesn't just have just Pops, it has almost pretty much anything that's put up by Funko. You can look up and it'll have it on here. But underneath each thing, it tells how many people that are on Pop Price Guide, how many of them have that particular item or that Pop, and how many want it. And then if anybody's actively selling it, it'll tell you, you know, how many are for sale. So if you have ones that you maybe want to sell, I mean, that's a place you could go to sell them to, you know, and know that there are people there that are looking for it. Of course, you'd have to be willing, you know, to ship and so forth, because chances are they're not going to be like, you know, right there in your neighborhood. All right, here we go. Pop Vinyl, Pop Games, Ragnarok, from Fortnite, number 465. It is currently trending at about $8. So now we're at, let's see, 20, 29, 38, 46. All right, so far we're not bad. As long as those other two are worth at least $20, we'll have made money back. And really, I honestly think it was worth it just because to get that Tiffany one. That's pretty cool. I actually haven't seen that movie, though, The Bride of Chucky. I think I've seen all of them but that one. Alright, so there's the regular one. Okay, here's the difference is the bloody. The normal Tiffany doesn't have the blood spatter on it. The Chase one does. If that makes sense. And it is currently trending at about $16, which isn't bad. Kind of surprised it's not trending for more than that Pusheen one was, but you know, horror fans, you know, I mean, we're not as rampant, and there aren't as many out there looking for Funko Pops as people looking for Pusheen. Alright, so that's 16. What were we at again? 46? Is what I say? 20, 29, 38. Yeah, 46. So 56, 62. So we're at $62. Alright, and now we got Super Cyan. Oops. Not Satan. Cyan. Not. Oh my god. Stupid thing. Trying to change it again. Alright. That's what I want right there. And every time I see Vegeta, all I can think of is a vegetable. I mean, those chrome ones are pretty cool, but again, there's not a whole lot to them, really. I mean, overall, I think as far as like just the visual aspect of it, I think I like the ones that aren't just all chrome like that. Alright, so let's see. There's the gold chrome. The blue, okay. Super Saiyan Vegeta, whatever. Blue chrome, New York City Comic Con. Toy Tokyo exclusive. 154, yep. It is currently trending for about $38. So we were at, what did I say, we were at 62. So we're looking at right at $100, which is what they said that the bait, or the, I don't want to say the promised value, but that's what they said, that, you know, basically the value of the boxes would be right around $100. And they were right. That's right on $100. So, I mean, it's not bad. I mean, overall, you're basically getting your money back times 2 if you don't look at the shipping cost. Alright, so there we go. We got them all on Pop Price Guide. I don't think there's any that I haven't. Actually, there might be a couple that I didn't put in. Wait, yeah, I think I did. I think I did put the James Bond Clark Kent ones that I got. Oh no. Oh, I'll double check. So discount double check. Alright, well, I'm not really sure where I'm going to put the damn things for now. I guess I'll just stack them on top of the pile over there. I'm still waiting on, I ordered a popped box from the collector's case while I'm waiting for them to get back into doing the monthly collector's case. Hopefully it'll be here soon. It's really the only subscription box that I subscribe to now. I've tried a few different ones, and Collector's Case is one I have never been disappointed in. I've really not been disappointed with any of the items I get in it either. So I'm looking forward to them getting back to doing the monthly thing of that. I would think it'd be here soon, because they said they were just taking a few months off for the holidays. Here we are into March, so hopefully, you know, by maybe next month, April, they'll be ready to start doing it. In the meantime, they did start offering their popped box again, which is a kind of a mystery box of 4 Funko Pops, and of course, you always get the chance at getting a rare one, or a vaulted, or so forth and so on. It actually hasn't shipped yet. I ordered it a couple weeks ago. It hasn't shipped yet. They had the promotion for that going on to the 5th, and then they decided to extend it to the 10th. And the promotion they had was if you ordered one of their popped boxes, you also got a coupon with it for $12.50 off the price of one of their standard collector case boxes. I actually didn't use it yet. I might still go on, because I think they said it's extended to the 10th, so I might be able to, I'll have to look it up in my email and get the code again, but I may go on and see about ordering one of the past boxes that I didn't get. But we'll see. Outside of that, the only other thing I'm waiting on, which I knew it wasn't going to ship anytime soon, because one, they do take a little while, because they don't actually box them up until the things kind of run, and then they box them up and ship them. But I ordered a Full Moon Entertainment Valentine's Day mystery box. So I don't know if you know Full Moon Entertainment, if you've ever seen Puppet Master movies, or Subspecies, or Castle Freak, or Evil Bong, or Killjoy. The list goes on and on. But that's Full Moon Entertainment. And normally in their mystery boxes, you'll get DVDs, Blu-rays. Occasionally you can get like t-shirts. other odds and ends, figures, little statues, even sometimes like signed scripts. So they said actually I can't remember what date they said that they were selling them up to, but then it was basically going to be like roughly between 3 to 5 weeks. Beyond that is when they would actually ship. So I probably got at least another week before I can expect it to ship, possibly a little bit longer. But it will be here eventually. So when I get both of those things, I'll obviously do a little video for those two. That's it. Everybody, hey, enjoy your weekend. Even if you have to work, you know what? Go in, do your shit, do your job, enjoy yourself, and then come home and relax and enjoy what you do have of the weekend. Like I said, I'm going to get some menial chores done around the house this weekend. Try to move some of my Hot Wheels. And then overall just relax, because it looks like we're starting to get into warmer weather come this next week, which means I'm probably going to start having even longer days, which I'm not complaining about. I mean, I would love to have the extra hours in the OT. I've got no shortage of bills to pay, especially with a $400 a month payment for my daughter's college tuition. She's graduated now, but you know how that works. We're going to be paying on it for a while. But hey, every little bit counts. So whenever I can, I plan to pay. Even if it's a few dollars. That's my little word of advice, little financial word of advice from just your average Joe. If you got any type of loan, as long as there's not a penalty for you prepaying on it, because there are some loans where they're very strict about you paying the payment and only that payment when it's due each month. They don't want you paying extra, and the reason they don't want you paying extra is because the longer that loan drags out, the more money they're making in interest. But most places don't have an issue if you want to pay it off early or pay extra so that you eventually do pay it off early. And every little bit you do, every dollar literally takes a little bit off of what you'll end up paying in interest. So anytime, if your payment's like an odd number, and you can do it, round it up. Round it up to the next even. If it's, let's say your payment is $352 and some cents. Okay, round it up to what I say. It's $342. You round it up to $350. It's another $8. But hey, over the course of the loan, that'll actually help you out. So that's what I'm going to try to do. Hopefully get it paid off well before the 25 years that it's set up right now. 25 years. Whoa. I mean, at that rate, I'll actually be I'll be retired by the time I'm paying that thing off. So I'm hoping to avoid that. But it is what it is. Alright, that's it. Hey, I'm out of here. Okay? Really, I'm going. I'm gone. I'll see you. Take it easy.